If you've upgraded to a newer TV but still have an older receiver, soundbar, or home theater system, you've probably run into this common problem. Your TV sends its sound through the HDMI connection, but your older audio equipment only has an optical input. That means you may not be able to connect everything the way you want. Now, this Neoteck HDMI audio extractor is designed to solve exactly that problem. So let's take a closer look. So here we have the Neoteck HDMI extractor. It is a compact plug-and-play device that sits between your TV and your audio system. Inside the box, you get the extractor itself. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little view close-up of that. You have the ARC input as well as the power, and on the other side, you have the optical output. The device also comes with an HDMI cable and two optical cables as well as the power cable. The easiest way to think about this is that it acts like a translator. So, newer TVs send sound through a special HDMI connection, while many older receivers only understand an optical audio cable. Now, this little device takes the sound coming from your TV and converts it into an optical signal that your older audio equipment can understand. So, instead of replacing your receiver or home theater system, this lets you keep using the equipment you already own. Now, I can see this being useful if you have, say, a newer TV, an older receiver or sound system with only an optical input, and a home theater setup that you don't want to replace just because your TV changed. This is important to understand before getting this. This isn't an HDMI splitter or video converter. It doesn't improve picture quality or add more HDMI ports. Its main job is simply to take the sound from your TV and send it to your audio system through an optical cable. One thing to note is make sure you ensure that your television's HDMI port supports eARC or ARC functionality. If it doesn't, this will not work. But once you have that pretty much set up and you actually do have that, what you're going to do is you're basically going to take the power, you're going to plug this USB into a USB port on your TV. You're going to take the one end of the HDMI cable, plug it into this device, and the other end, you're going to plug it into one of the ports that are listed ARC or eARC. And then you're going to take this optical cable. Now you're going to match the shape of the cable and you're going to push that in there. And then you're going to take this and you're going to plug it into, say, an older device that supports optical cables like an old sound bar or headsets, things like that. And that's pretty much the setup. Want to also mention that this device supports PCM 2.0, Dolby 5.1, and DTS 5.1 audio formats. My final thoughts on this overall is I really like that it's a very straightforward solution for a very specific problem. The setup is simple, it's compact, and it allows you to continue using older audio equipment with a newer television instead of upgrading your entire sound system. Now, if your goal is simply to get the sound from your TV to an older receiver or sound system that uses an optical connection, this looks like a practical option. Now, if you're looking for something that adds video features, switches between HDMI devices, or improves picture quality, this isn't really designed for that. So, hopefully, this gives you a better idea of what it does, and you can decide if this is the right fit for your setup.